Hello, beautiful human. Welcome to your practice. Welcome to your mat. I'm very excited to flow with you today because we're going to get into a nice restore and yin class. So if you're feeling tight in your hips, if you're feeling tight in your back, if you're feeling tight anywhere in your body, this is going to be the class for you. Allow yourself to just settle in, release the thoughts, release the mind, and find a peaceful energy in your body and in your entire essence. So go ahead, you're going to meet me on your mat. You can either have a mat, you can have a blanket, anywhere that you can lie down that's going to be a comfortable space. Go ahead and find that. So wherever you are, find a lying down position in a nice Shavasana. If you need a blanket, you can take a blanket. You have the option to use blocks as well. So fully arrive. Give yourself a moment to settle in. Let the feet relax. Let the arms relax. Let the face relax. And now I invite you to take a deep breath in through your nose for a count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Exhale, let it out. Slowly again, begin to breathe in through your nose for a count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold. Exhale. Again, more slow, more intentional, and more grounding. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold. Exhale, push it out. And now on your next inhale, find a breath through your nose, gradually inviting in more breath, more presence, and more softness into your body with your inhales. And then as you exhale, exhale through your nose as well in a slow and controlled pace. Allow yourself to receive the breath, not forcing it in, not taking the breath, but just receive it softly. And as you exhale through your nose, allow yourself to simply exhale softly, not pushing the breath out, but just allowing the body to naturally release breath. And as you inhale again, start to observe your breath. Start to observe how it starts to activate parts of your body. It comes into your nose, down your throat, activates into your heart chakra, into your rib cage, the space underneath your belly, down into the low hips, spreading throughout your arms and your legs. And then as you softly exhale, notice as the body begins to relax and compress and settle more into your mat and into your body. Start to notice the stillness of your body, noticing vibrations, any sensations in the cells of your body. Maybe sensations in the palms of your hands or in the bottom of your feet. Maybe any type of pulsating. See if you can become very still and observe your body. Observe how it responds. Observe how it breathes. Observe how it vibrates. Remembering that our bodies are never asleep and they are never completely still because we are cells and atoms vibrating at a very small molecular level, constantly moving. Moving so quickly that we appear to have a physical form. But if you were to look under a microscope at your body and at your cells, you would see that they are constantly moving as energy. So the moment that we slow down our mind and we find presence and we begin to observe our bodies, we can maybe notice and feel that they are actual vibration. And remembering why we come to practice, it is more than just a physical experience. It is a spiritual connection that you have to yourself, to your energy, and to your essence, and essentially to your body. So as you begin to take the seat of observing your body, we begin to notice it for its magic and for the blessing that it is to be able to be in this body, to allow it to breathe for us, our heart beats for us, our organs work for us. Everything works for you without you even having to think about it. So now we honor our sacred body and we give presence and life to it as we begin to just observe it, giving it attention. Thanking it for how much it heals us, how much it works for us, when we are not giving it attention. So for this next 30 minutes, give all your attention to your body and to the magic that it creates for you every single day. Again, take a deep breath in through your nose with more awareness to the life in your body. Exhale, sigh it out. And as we begin to move, keep the eyes closed and keep the awareness as the seat of the observer of your body. Observe it with loving energy. Talk to it with loving energy. Because just like water vibrates with sound, our cells vibrates with the words that we speak. So let it only be love and let it only be healing energy. On your next breath, begin to bring awareness and subtle movements to your toes and your hands, maybe your head, moving it side to side. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And then on your next breath, slowly begin to lift your knees and begin to walk your feet in towards your sit bones. Bring them all the way close, heels close to your sit bones, and then take a stretch with your arms above your head, palms facing up. Maybe lift your upper back off of your mat, giving it a little arch. And then as you exhale, bring your knees into your chest and take your hands towards your shins, and then press your shins towards your belly. Feeling your lower back pressing a little deeper into the earth, rocking side to side gently, massaging your spine. Inhale. Exhale. And then gently place your right foot back down onto your mat. Take your left ankle and cross it over your right knee. And then take both hands and begin to grab your right thigh, pulling it into your chest so you're finding a lying down figure 4 pose. Pressing your left knee away from you, keep driving your right knee towards your chest so you're feeling a stretch behind your left glute. Keep your eyes closed and find subtle movements, but impactful movements. Maybe rotating your ankles, bringing awareness to the feet. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath. On your exhale, place your right foot back down. Extend your left arm to the side. Then take your right hand to your left knee and take both knees towards the right side, finding a nice spinal twist in your lower back. Try to keep your left shoulder on the earth, again twisting from the low spine. And notice if in this moment you begin to change the breath and it maybe becomes short and compressed. Continue to breathe deep and long into your body so that you begin to create space. Inhale. Exhale, twist it, drawing your navel in. 1 more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. And then slowly begin to reach back towards the center of your mat, bringing both knees into your chest, realigning your spine and your lower back, moving side to side, maybe rotating the ankles. And then slowly place your left foot onto your mat and take your right ankle to cross over your left knee. Take both hands and grab your left thigh, pull it in towards your chest for a lying down figure 4, pushing your right knee away from you as you continue to drive your left knee in towards your chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Gently feeling an opening happening on the right side. Pulling your navel in, pressing your lower back to the earth. Take 1 more breath. As you exhale, slowly release your left foot back down to the earth. Extend your right arm to the side. Take your left hand to your right knee and pull both knees to the left, finding a nice spinal twist in your lower back. Breathe in. Exhale, drawing your navel in. Finding a deep, expansive, consistent breath. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. And then on your next breath, bring both knees back in towards your chest, pressing your lower back to the earth, maybe opening and closing your hips. And then slowly keep your knees in towards your chest. I want you to take your peace fingers. Try to reach for your big toes. As you reach for your big toes, bring your feet together to touch and drive your heels down towards your sit bones, pulling your navel in and pushing your knees out. See if you can start to find a really flat back in the lower spine. Pull your navel in, push the knees out. Bring your upper back down to the earth, tucking your chin, trying to find a flat back or a flat spine from your neck all the way to the hips. Hold it here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release your feet. And then gently bring yourself into a fetal position to the left or to the right. And then slowly bring your weight all the way up into a seated seat. Beautiful. Find a nice cross-legged position. If you need a block for assistance, you can always sit on a block to bring you a little bit taller. Find a long spine. On your inhale, reach your arms all the way up, lengthen through your spine. And then take your hands to clasp at the top, and I want you to flip your palms to face up. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to round your spine in, tuck your chin, and push your hands away from you. Hold it here for 4, 3, 2. Inhale, bring yourself back to a long spine. This time try to push your heart open, even if it feels a little bit hard, trying to bring your biceps behind your ears, finding a long spine. Inhale. And then exhale again, sitting your hips back, rounding your spine, tucking your chin, pushing your hands forward like you're stretching your spine, the upper back. One more breath. Inhale, reach it up. And then exhale again, pulling your navel in, rounding your spine. Hold it here for 3. Stretch the upper back. 2. On 1, release your hands down towards your mat in front of you. And see if you can bring your forearms down to the earth without lifting your hips up. Keep them grounded. Pull your navel in, rounding your spine. Forearms come down to the earth, and then just let your head relax. Maybe you rock your head side to side, finding an opening in the back of your neck. Just let gravity do its thing and pull your neck or your head down so you're getting a nice stretch behind the neck where our vagus nerve is, which controls all of our nervous system. Breathe in. Breathe out. Starting to pull your navel in with your exhale so you can begin to feel a release in your lower back. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Shaking the head yes and no. 1 more breath. Exhale. Beautiful. And then slowly begin to walk your hands back. Now we're going to take our hands behind us. So bring your palms to face back. So notice the shoulders are forward. I want you to think about pushing your heart forward, extending the shoulders back, pulling your navel in. Push the chest up and then just let your head fall back. Hold it here, finding a heart opener. If you want something more intense, you can push your knees into the earth and then lift your hips for a deeper opener in the chest. Hold it here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back down. Beautiful. Now bring your hands forward one more time. This time roll over your legs into a tabletop. Bring your shoulders right over your hands, hips over your knees. Now you're going to close your eyes if you wish, but start to make some circles with your spine. Allowing fluidity to enter into your spine, into your lower back, into your upper back, into your neck. Just like you're stirring the pot of your energy, allowing the spine to find some mobility. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath. And now start to rotate it in the opposite direction, pressing through your hands, finding any free motion as well if it feels good. This is your moment for you to listen to your body and to allow it to find more space and more softness. Take 1 more breath. Exhale. Beautiful. And now gently extend your arms forward to either corner of your mat. We're going to find a puppy pose or a variation of it. So puppy pose, your whole chin and chest come down to the earth. If that's a little difficult, we can leave our forehead down. But extend the arms forward. Maybe bring your elbows down to the earth. Take your thumbs behind your head. And find a stretch in your triceps. Allow the knees or the hips to be right on top of your knees. Feeling a release in your lower back and an opening in your rib cage. We're going to hold here just for a few breaths. Keep extending your arms forward. Again, if the chest is down, the heart is down, hold. Keep breathing even if it feels a little tight and uncomfortable. Your breath is what's going to allow the body to begin to open up. Hold 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. As you exhale, slowly roll your belly all the way down to the earth, finding a Sphinx pose. Forearms come forward. You're going to pull your chest up, find an inhale. And then exhale, tuck your chin. Again, let the head relax. Rock it side to side. Feel a release in your lower back or your upper back or your neck. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. On your next breath, pressing through your hands, find a seal pose. Lifting your upper back, lifting your chest, pressing through your hands. Hold it here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently bring the forearms back down. Place the chest down, take your hands by your side, and then gently pull yourself all the way back up, finding a tabletop position. From your tabletop position, extending your left leg back, bring your toes to the earth, pressing into your left heel, feeling out the stretch in your calf. Inhale. Exhale. And then gently take your hands to face you, or fingers face you, so that you have a stretch in your forearms. As you press back, push into your hands and maybe tuck your chin. Feel the stretch in the forearms. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center. Flip your hands. On your inhale, extending your left leg into the air. On your exhale, take your left foot all the way to the left corner of your mat. So if we're here, let's try to find a deeper distance from our heel to the knee. So try to bring your right knee a little bit further back. We're going to come into a deep low lunge. Hands come down to the earth. You're just going to hold it here. Option for a block or option for a deeper stretch into your forearms. So for the first few moments, try to keep your foot completely grounded and not let it lift up. Keeping your foot grounded, just try to relax into the stretch. Feel the stretch in the left inner thigh and in the right hip flexor. If you're on your forearms or even if you're on your hands, notice if you have tension in your neck, right? See if you can just allow it to relax so that the rest of your body can also relax. Stay here for a few breaths. Closing your eyes is a beautiful practice because you can bring all your awareness into your body and notice if there's any tightnesses and where you are resisting softness. Hold it here, 3 more breaths. Soft inhale, soft exhale, 2 breaths. Finding more calmness. 1 more breath. Option to stay or slowly begin to bring yourself up onto your hands. Keeping both hands on the inside of your left foot. Tuck your right toes and then push back so you're coming into a half split or a runner's lunge. You can bring your hand a little closer to your leg. Option to also split your front leg. Option to bring your hands to your thigh. Any variation that works for you, just start to feel the stretch behind your left hamstring, behind your left thigh. Just holding here for a few breaths, maybe moving it around, rotating with your foot. Being soft with your body so that it can open for you. Again, relaxing the head. Take 3 breaths. Two breaths. Beautiful. And on your last breath, we're going to bring the right foot underneath us and sit all the way back into the left side. So as you arrive, bring your foot either to the inside of your inner thigh or take your right foot and cross the foot on top of your left thigh for a half lotus. An option here or an option here. Trying to keep both sit bones rooted. Take a breath in, extend your arms above your head, inhale. On your exhale, turn your shoulders towards your left leg and then come forward, finding a forward fold. Again, one hand on either side. You can keep your hands up here. You can take your right hand to the outside of your left ankle to take a deeper stretch. Options, but again, this is for you, whatever you need, whatever your body's needing. Closing your eyes, tuning in and listening to your body to flow and not force will allow you to serve it at a much better place. Finding calmness through any discomforts. Allowing the breath to stay consistent and finding a flow state. Trying to always pull the shoulders towards the knee, squaring it off, belly button to the thigh. Noticing any tightnesses and breathing your way into softness. A few more breaths. Releasing any tension you may still be holding in your neck. Maybe you're holding your breath or a tension in your face. Notice and find more softness and reach for more relaxation. 2 breaths. One breath. Beautiful. Slowly bring yourself back up. And then gently bring your left leg into a cross-legged seat. And then gently roll over the legs one more time into a tabletop position. Shake it out, anything that you need to move around. And then on your next inhale, take your right toes down to the earth. And then once again, flip your hands so your fingers face you. As you press back into your right toes, tucking your chin, feeling a stretch in the forearms and in your right calf. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Slowly bring it back to the center. Flip your hands so they face forward. And then extending your right leg into the air. As you exhale, bring your right foot to the corner of your right mat. Again, the heel and the knee, we want to find a deeper distance. So extending your left leg as far back as you can. Keeping your right foot grounded, take both hands to the inside of your right foot and hold it here for a deep low lunge, or option to come down to your forearms or onto a block. But the goal is to try to keep your right foot grounded and try to find calmness through your breath so that it can come into your body. Again, relaxing your head, allowing the breath to stay constant, deep, expansive, and relaxed, regardless of any discomforts that you might feel. When we practice a deep restore and yin practice, it is allowing us to recognize discomforts and how we respond to the discomforts of holding a pose, of allowing a stretch to feel painful and uncomfortable, but always remembering we're not dying in the stretch. It's just making us feel a lot of sensations that we particularly don't favor. But if we can withstand the sensations and not react, but instead breathe our way through and find peace and calmness, that is a practice that also portrays out into your life. So whenever you experience any uncomfortable moment with people, in business, with friends, instead of reacting, we will begin to learn to be unbothered by the outside world. And when we can achieve this state, it is an extremely powerful place to be in, because we do not find distraction or attachment to anything outside of us. We allow ourselves to not be controlled by the outside world, and instead only dictate from the inside, from spirit. Hold 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath, noticing how much more relaxed you are in your pose. On your exhale, option to stay. If you're with me, bring your hands back to your mat. And then gently push back into your left hip, finding a runner's lunge or half split on your right side. If you have a full split, I didn't mention on the other side, but you can feel free to take it. You can split your front leg. You can bring your hands onto your thigh. You can keep both hands on the inside. Take any variation of this pose that feels good. Maybe you hold still, maybe you move it around. Begin to build a relationship with your own body, learning how to serve it. Keep your consistent breath. Allowing calmness, peace, and softness to be at the forefront of your presence. Through breath is where we find peace, bliss, and calm, especially in the moments that feel hard. That is the moment where we must turn to the breath more than ever. Give yourself 3 more breaths here. Noticing how more relaxed you are and how your body responds to you. 1 more breath. As you exhale, if you're with me, bring yourself back to your hands. Tucking your left foot underneath you, we're going to find a seat at the back of our mat. Extending your right leg straight. Your left foot can come in towards your right thigh. Or, again, half lotus, left foot on top of your right thigh. You can bring your knee down. If this is your option, try to bring your knee all the way down to the earth and keep your right toes pointing up. Take an inhale, extend your arms above your head. On your exhale, again, let's forward fold in towards the front leg. If you can reach for your foot, amazing. If not, we're down towards the sides, amazing. Maybe your hands stay up here. Maybe you take a deeper stretch and you find a twist. So again, find a pose that you can commit to, even if it becomes uncomfortable. Withstand any sensations as painful, but instead just witness them as sensations, all equal. And see if you can find peace through your breath. Noticing where you're still holding tension, and where you can find more calmness and more relaxation in your body. As you begin to exhale, you'll begin to notice more softness taking over your cells. Releasing tension from your lower back. Understanding that even if there is discomfort, the benefit of this stretch is exactly what you're looking for. So be with it so that you can achieve the outcome that you desire. Three more breaths here. Almost there. 2 more breaths. One more breath. As you exhale, if you're with me, bring yourself back up towards your hands. And then gently uncross your leg. Bring the right foot in and bring both heels together. Keep your hands and fingers facing in. Option to press through your toes. We're going to take a little bridge pose here, lifting your hips up towards the sky, stretching out your biceps, maybe letting your head fall back, pushing your hips up maybe as high as you can. Hold it here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips come down. Beautiful. Now from here, extending the legs forward, just give them a little shake, shake out the lower back, rotating the ankles. And then gently we're going to swing our left leg behind us, finding an S shape. Keeping the right shin in line with the front of your mat. Ideally, your knee and your hip are in line and your back foot is turned towards the back. Turn your shoulders to face forward. Take an inhale. As you exhale, begin to come forward. Roll forward into your front leg. So this is a modified pigeon pose. If you want a deeper stretch, you have the option to extend your left leg all the way back, turning your knee down and finding a full half pigeon on the right side. Again, option to have a block underneath your hip. Wherever you are, find a full surrender into the front of your mat, breathing into your hips. And again, the goal is not to force or push and take a stretch or a pose that's going to allow us or limit our breath, but instead taking a pose that is challenging, but that's going to allow you to find a constant breath. Trying to find calmness with your breath and your body. And I challenge you to stay focused on your breath and allow each new breath to be a little deeper, more connected, and more present than the last. So as you breathe in deep, deep, deep into your ribs, into your hips. And then as you exhale, allow it to softly come out of your body. Breathe in intentionally, expansive and deep. Exhale. Notice how your body begins to surrender, relax, and melt into your mat. The moment we let go is the moment that it becomes easy. The moment that you accept any pain or discomforts is the moment you don't really feel it. What we resist shall persist on your mats and in life. So instead of resisting the pose, resisting the stretch, resisting with your breath, see how you can find oneness with your pose, with your breath, and with your body. A few more breaths here. Take 3 more breaths. One more breath. On your exhale, rise up on your right side. Sitting onto your right leg, go ahead and swing both legs back towards the front of your mat. Shake them out. And then we're going to gently switch sides. So bring your right leg behind you, bring your left foot in, finding an S shape on your left side. Again, ideally your shin is in line with the front of your mat, and your right hip and your right knee are also in line. So as you arrive, bring both hands to the front, squaring your shoulders and your hips, and then start to walk forward, finding a forward fold over your left leg. Option to stay or take it into a deeper stretch and find a full half pigeon on your left. Option to bring a block underneath your glutes if it feels a little bit easier. Take the pose that serves you best. And always remember, how we show up one moment on our mat does not mean that the next time we practice it will be the same. So love whatever is here this time and serve yourself this time in the way that your body needs this time. Wherever you are, find the pose that you can commit to for a few breaths and just find a deep surrender. Again, relaxing your upper body, your head, your neck, your shoulders. Keeping your eyes closed so that you can keep the awareness in your body. Remembering any moment that you want to move or get out of your pose, it's like you trying to reach your goals. The moment something gets hard, we tend to run away from the practice and run away from the work that it takes to achieve our goals. Or when we feel uncomfortable in the moment that we feel challenged in the pose or for our goals, do we show up fully and embrace it? Because knowing whatever I'm experiencing, it's going to take me to the exact goal that I desire to achieve. And in this case, more open hips and a more flexible body. But how we arrive on our mat is the same practice on how we arrive in our everyday reality. So begin to notice your patterns. And then begin to change them into the being that you wish to be. Responding versus reacting. Breathe in calmness, peace, and flow. Exhaling softness, relaxation. Again, just like your cells or water responds to sound, your cells respond to your intention, to your breath, and to how you envision them to be. So keep envisioning your body softening more, relaxing more, and use your breath for this. And watch how your body begins to listen. Three breaths. Two breaths. One breath. Exhaling. Slowly bringing yourself up onto your hands. Gently sit again onto your left side. Swing both legs to the front. Shake them out. Release them in any way that you need. Beautiful. And then gently bring your feet in, crossing your legs. We're going to one more time find a tabletop position, but this time we're going to come into a deep child's pose for a nice hip opener. So bring your knees as wide as your mat. And then bring your feet together to touch at the back. You're going to first press your hips all the way back as far as you can. And then from the navel, you want to push your hips back. Pulling the navel in, try to reach forward as far as you can so you're finding length in your spine. Bring your hands to touch and then try to bring your chest down, chin down. If not, then forehead down. So as you're holding this deep child's pose, I want you to think about relaxing your hips, and then it's like if somebody's pulling your arms and you're feeling a deep stretch from your lower back all the way to your arms. Envision your spine becoming extremely long and spacious. And every time you exhale, I want you to think about pulling your navel in, contracting the belly in. Or I'm sorry, every time you exhale, you want to contract the navel in and pull the belly in. As you inhale, you expand it and push it out, opening the rib cage. And then as you exhale, pulling your navel in, extending the arms more forward. Use this as an activation for your body, for your breath, and for your spine. Allowing more surrender in your hips and more length in your spine. Again, option, keep your eyes closed and be with yourself. More breaths here. Notice how calm your body is. Notice how calm your energy is. Just from being with yourself, from paying attention to your body and telling it what you want it to do with your breath and your thoughts. Again, reinforcing the fact that you are everything that you seek. You are the peace, the bliss, the magic, the joy, the pleasure. All of it is you. And when we pay attention to us, to our bodies, then we begin to feel it. As what we pay attention to is what we begin to feel, and essentially is how we vibrate. 3 breaths. One more breath. As you exhale, slowly rise up onto your hands. And now this time you're going to bring yourself back into a tabletop, and we're going to take one hero's pose or a modification of it. So this time bring your knees together to touch, and your feet are going to come out towards the sides of your mat. option to have a block to sit on, and then come all the way down. So this might be a very challenging pose. You might feel it in the knees. If this feels too hard, you're gonna just come and sit right on top of your heels. Maybe this is enough and you're already feeling a deep stretch here. If you're here, take your hands behind you, fingers face back, push your chest open and find a nice opener in the heart. Option to lift your hips up. And stay there for a few breaths. If you can sit down onto your mat or on a block with the feet turned out, option to keep your knees together or bring them further apart. Any variation that works for you. Start to come back onto your forearms. Maybe you just stay right here. Or maybe you bring the upper back down to the earth, extending your arms above your head. Wherever you are, choose a pose that you can commit to and just breathe. And however uncomfortable it may seem, see if you can find calmness through your breath so that you may expand your energetic field. Remembering what we resist shall persist, so how can I be one with any sensations that I'm feeling and accept what is here? Instead of trying to maneuver my way out and finding the least resistance, how can I lean into any discomfort and allow that to teach me how to surrender? Few more breaths, yogis. We're almost there. This is essentially taking you to the goals that you desire. Give me 4 more breaths. Inhale. Keep releasing more. 3 breaths. Inhale. 2 breaths. Last breath. Slowly bring your way all the way to the top, and then gently bring yourself forward, back onto your hands and knees. Move very slow, bringing your knees in, taking any movements that you need to shake it out. And then when you're ready, come all the way down onto a seated seat. Then once again, extending your legs, giving yourself a moment to release any tightnesses, shake it out. Beautiful. And now slowly bring your feet down to the earth, bending your knees. We're going to begin to roll down. So reach your arms forward. I want you to tuck your chin, pull in your navel, and you're going to round your spine, allowing every vertebrae to touch the earth like you're turning on and aligning all of your chakras. Till the back of your head reaches, extend your arms over your head, extend your legs out, take a deep breath in. On your exhale, bring both knees into your chest. Tucking your chin, take both arms and wrap them around your knees, giving yourself a really big hug. Loving on your body, remembering that your body is always working for you all the time. All the time. It heals itself when you cut yourself. Your organs, your heart, your breath, your brain is all here for you. So may you speak only love into your body so that it may stay harmonized for you. Deep inhale. I love you, body. Exhale, find Shavasana, corpse pose. Extend your arms, extend your legs. Close your eyes and fully arrive. Resist the urge to fidget. Invite in more softness and calmness into your body and into your face and into your breath. Invite in a soft inhale in through your nose and a soft exhale through your nose. Observing your body and observing the calmness and the peace that has now taken over your energy. I invite you to stay here in this pose for as long as you need to feel recalibrated and re-anchored into your newfound energy. When you are ready to step back into your day, I invite you to close out your practice with yourself. But if you wish, I can guide you out. Whenever you're ready, bring in subtle movements once again, just like we began, to your hands and to your feet. And then extending your arms above your head, take a stretch, inhale, reach your arms up. Lifting your upper back, lifting your heart. Exhale, knees to your chest. And however you wish to get there, find a fetal position and then find a seated seat at the top of your mat. Grounding through your sit bones, find a tall spine. Shoulders roll back, soft face, pull your navel in, flip your palms. On your inhale, extending your arms all around your aura, taking it into your hands at the top of your head. As you inhale, lift it up towards the universe as an offering. On your exhale, bring it to your third eye. May I stay connected to the space beyond my human thoughts. May I stay connected to my intuition so that my heart and my mind can stay coherent. May I bring my thumbs to my heart space. May I stay activated in this space so that I can feel connected to myself and connected to the rest of humanity. Love shall always win. Back to the third eye. As you breathe in, take a bow down to yourself, allowing your mind to stay below your heart and allowing again your heart and your mind to stay coherent. My yogis, my beautiful humans, thank you for showing up today for yourself and for the world. May you walk in your day with peace, blessings, and with love. From my heart to yours and my life to yours, namaste.